This video shows you how to create a Watson Studio project in IBM Cloud Pak for Data from a zipped file and from a GitHub repository. From the Cloud Pak for Data home screen, create an analytics project. You can create an empty project, or you can create a project from a file. You can import a project from a GitHub repository or from a file. In this case, browse to select a zip file containing an exported Watson Studio project. Just provide a name and click Create. Now Watson Studio is creating a project space and then uploading and extracting the zip content to the project. When it's done, you can either view the import summary or view the new project. This is the Project Overview tab, where you see basic information about the project, including the description, storage usage, collaborators, recent activity, which includes the status of the import, and associated deployment spaces. On the Assets tab, you'll see the data assets, notebooks, and data refinery flows included in the imported project. On the Environments tab, you can define the hardware size and software configuration for the runtime associated with Watson Studio tools, such as notebooks. The Jobs tab shows any scheduled, active, and previous jobs started from running an asset such as a notebook or data refinery flow. From here, you can view the details of each job and manage jobs. The Access Control tab lets you add and manage additional collaborators for your project. On the Settings tab, you can edit the project name and description. You can also view and associate a deployment space. A deployment space is an environment in Watson Machine Learning to which you promote assets from Watson Studio. Once these assets are in the deployment space, they can be configured, deployed, and monitored. If this project was connected to a GitHub repository or enabled to use the Jupyter Lab IDE to edit notebooks, then you would see that information in the Integrations and Additional Settings sections. Now let's look at creating an analytics project from a file, but this time import the project from a GitHub repository. Just provide a project name and select the token from the list. If you don't have a token, you can create one right from here. To see how to do that, watch the Enable Git integration to use the Jupyter Lab IDE video in the IBM Cloud Pak for Data Learning Center. Next, you need the URL for the GitHub repository that you want to sync with this project. You can copy that from the main repository page and paste that here. After the URL is verified, you'll see a list of the branches in that repository. Lastly, enable on-demand synchronization with the GitHub repository. Again, watch the video mentioned previously to see how to set up the project to use the Jupyter Lab IDE. Now create the project and wait for the process to complete. When it's done, you can either view the import summary or view the new project. And on the Assets tab, you'll see the files that were synced from the GitHub repository. Now you're ready to examine the assets and get started analyzing data. Find more videos in the IBM Cloud Pak for Data Learning Center.